Alrighty, so we got the yes, we have a loud compressor. So we got the base, all wire wheels cleaned up and ready to be painted. With the boiler, all wire wheel cleaned up and ready to be painted. And same with the fan plate and the transfer head. So one of the things you have to make sure of before you put one of these things in is that the bottom of the cyclone cone is sealed. So I have a flashlight up in the cyclone separator, and I just gobbed a whole ton of high temp black RTV up in here because it had a couple of gaps in it. I don't think, still solid, nothing wrong with it. So I worked it up in there with my finger, and as you can see, there are no light gaps around it. And you probably see the same thing if you go in here, take the flashlight out. Yeah, you only got the light in the center. So the issue with that is basically the way the cyclone separator works is the gases come out of the swirl chamber at a tangent. So basically they're going to be accelerated, well, they're going to be spinning in this direction. And the Pope's hat actually sticks down below that passage, so it keeps those hot gases on the outside. Which way were we going here? This way, counterclockwise. So it keeps those gases spinning until they cool down enough. Heat gets absorbed into the boiler in that process, just a little bit, and then the gases come down, and then they can go up to the center, basically going like that and spinning at the same time. And that action will release the fly ash, and it'll come out this hole in the center of the cone. So there's actually kind of a low pressure area in the middle. You don't want the gases swirling down and coming through the edges of this cyclone cone, because the anthermostat is right here for one reason. Well, finger there. The anthermostat's going to be right here, and hot gases will be sucked in to the fire by the fan if they're allowed to escape around here, and that will make the anthermostat read wrong, and the cyclone separator won't quite work right. So that's why you got to seal this up. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is I think we're going to degrease some stuff and start hosing some paint on some things. Well, got to do some taping up too, but not a whole lot. We'll do some taping, some degreasing, and then we'll do some hosing of paint. Well, here we are. We got the boiler all painted. We got the transfer head painted. Came out pretty good. I'm liking it. Still drying. Next up is we'll paint the fan plate, and I have the base covered up over there. I'll move these out of the way so they don't get black paint on them, and we'll start hosing paint on the black stuff. Alright, we're about done for today working on this thing. We got the base all cleaned up and shot shiny black. The boiler's all cleaned up and shot shiny silver. Look at the base. I would just continue on painting stuff, but fortunately, I got to move the car out to do this, and the car's only got water in it, so can't leave it outside for too long. It's been out for probably 5 hours now, so I ran it and got it nice and warm first. So shouldn't have frozen or anything, but we'll have to get it in here. All right, hopefully it looks as good tomorrow when we pull the tape off of it.